Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to walk like a cat in quadrobics. But first I'm going to show you how to sort of walk a little bit like a cat when you're on two legs, because you're not always going to be able to go on all fours like when you're at school. So if you want to feel more connected to your stereotype, this is mostly for cats only, or maybe like a big cat. So if you're not in a place where you can walk on all fours but you still want to feel like you're a cat, you sort of just walk with one leg in front of the other. This video is downhill, so I'm sorry about that. I don't really have a better spot to film this. Sort of walk slowly like this, because cats will often, even when they're not on narrow areas, walk with their feet almost or in front of each other. Ooh, there's a little insect coming to say hello. Okay, now I'm going to be showing you the basic narrow line walk for cats. So you're going to want to do back leg, front leg, front leg, but in front of each other. So this is good for narrow surfaces, like narrow areas. Like that. And make sure your hand is always in the paw position to stop hurting your fingers, and because it's what cats do. Now I'm going to be showing you the walk, but without the narrow line. So that was the narrow line walk, and now this is the regular walk. Same thing you're doing, but with your feet out. Walking uphill is exhausting. Okay, now I'm going to be showing you the trot. So you're going to want to do the opposite hand, which can be a little bit tricky at first, but you'll get the hang of it. As you can see, the trot is much faster. And now we're going to do the canter. Personally, I like doing the trot as a canter as well, but the actual way to do it is to keep the opposites like the trot, but with one paw or a hand forward at all times. So you're going to want to be like this, with one paw walk forward. Like that. I personally find that they're about the same speed for me, but some people notice a difference. Some people do better when walking fast with a canter. Now I have the probably trickiest one and the fastest one, the gallop. So we're sort of using horse terms here. So I don't do the gallop often because it kind of hurts your hands. So it's like this. But you want to do it faster and not clumsily like I just did. You want to keep both of your hands in front of you. Sorry, I'm breathing so hard. It's, again, uphill. And then like this. Oop, messed that up. Oh, gosh. I like going in that flat area over there, but this is better for the video, so. God, I messed it up again. Damn. Sorry, guys. Third time is the charm. Just like that. And my hand is surprisingly not bleeding. So now I'm going to be showing you the stalk, which is almost impossible uphill, but we're going to again try. So you can either do the walk or the trot position. So the walk is again back, front, back, same front. And the trot is opposites. I prefer the trot for my stalking. You want to get super close to the ground with your head down slightly. And then the pounce! Okay. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and bye-bye.
Hello everybody. Today I am doing a quadrobics tutorial because a lot of you really wanted the quadrobics tutorial. In the Q&As, when I read the comments, you were like, I saw like a few comments saying like, could you do a quadrobics tutorial, or could you do a tutorial for this in quadrobics? There were a lot of requests, so I decided to make a quadrobics tutorial. enjoy the video. Before I even start showing you how to do the quads, make sure your fingers are like this. To do any quads, your fingers have to be curved like this. See? They have to be curved like that. First of all, I'm going to show you the basics. So first of all, I'm going to do a walk. Let me show you how it looks. How it looks from the front. You're probably thinking right now, but oh, that doesn't teach us how to walk in quadrobics. Well, let me explain you how it works. This is how the walk works. So basically, just look what I'm doing. So you do this. For a while, you should practice doing this, because this is what basically the walk is. Just make yourself remember how to do this. After you have memorized that pattern, you do the same thing, only moving yourself. So basically like this. Don't become upset if you just do it really bad the first time. It is completely okay that you do it bad the first time. Next thing will be trotting. Let me show you how to trot. This is how trotting looks from the side. Front. So let me show you how trotting works. So this is how trotting works. It's basically the same thing we learned for walk. It's basically this pattern. The same we did. Basically, do the same thing, but only moving yourself. This can be kind of hard, and it is okay if you fail. So this is how it looks. Next thing will be a run. This is how it looks like. Running is basically the same thing as walk, only faster. If you want to learn how to do the run, you should go back to the start where I showed the walk, and you should basically practice the same thing, only like doing it faster, doing the exact same thing, but only making your hands and feet go faster. Next thing we're gonna do is jumps. So basically first we're going to do, what about a short jump? This is how it looks from the side. This is how it looks from the front. So let me show you how to do this, but make sure you curve your fingers. This is how it works. So basically it's kind of like, let's practice this first. So basically let's make you stick out your hands like this, and then you do this type of thing. You should practice that move. When you learn that move really well and you think you're really good at it, this is what you have to do. This is the new level of the jump. So it's kind of like this. You can just watch me how to do it. So basically kind of like, it's like you still do the same thing, but you kind of more of let your feet off the ground and you just push yourself. Your final result has to look like this. Next thing is a long jump. Let me show you how it looks. And this is how it looks from the front. Let me show you how to do that. So a long jump is basically exactly the same as a short jump, only longer. And let me show you how to make the jump kind of longer. You know, some people believe if you start off like if you jump on of your 2 feet, if you start off your jump like this, it will make the jump higher. No, that doesn't work like that. If you jump on your feet, but in a long jump, it does work like that. So if you have ever done what I just showed you, but only on 2 feet, pretend you're doing the exact same thing only on all 4s. You just kind of get yourself ready and feel like you're doing that thing. And now you just kind of concentrate, and then you concentrate like how much you push yourself, and then you push yourself as hard as you can. So this is the max I can push myself while doing the jump. Let me show you. This is the max I can. The last thing I'm going to teach you in quads is a high jump on one spot, because I can't do it any other way. So let me show you. This is how it looks from a side. First, you will have to practice this. After you're done practicing that move, you get back into this pose, and then you have to practice this. And then you put those two things together. So this is how it would look. This is it. This is all the quads I'm going to teach you. And it is okay if you fail the first time. You should just practice. It takes time to get it really looking nice. It took me a lot of practice to do the quads I do right now, so it's okay if you don't do the first try. Also, I am so sorry about that I changed my locations. Just I had to for some reasons. Anyways, bye. Have a good time.
Hello and welcome to my Quadrobics tutorial. Today I will be teaching you walk, trot, canter, gallop, small jump, long jump, high jump, stalking, and pouncing. Before doing quadrobics, since it is an exercise, it's very important to stretch beforehand. I'd recommend stretching arms, legs, neck, and wrists. Something else to keep in mind is to curl your hands like this. Your second set of knuckles should be touching the ground while you move and your thumb up. You shouldn't flatten your hand because you could sprain your fingers, and doing a paw position could hurt your thumb. Make sure after landing from a long or high jump to bend your elbows to reduce the risk of injury. Walking is a simple pattern. You put your foot forward, then your hand, then your foot forward, then your hand. For example, your left foot, and then your left hand, and then your right foot, and then your right hand. Keep repeating this pattern. Trotting is another form of pattern. Start by switching between alternate foot and hand and alternate foot and hand. Eventually, you can start bouncing up and down in between each switch. This will give you the momentum to move forward. Cantering has a slightly more complex pattern. You go hand, hand, foot, foot. For example, left hand, and then left foot, right foot. In order to go faster, you need to kick your legs out. Imagine you are a spring, extending and then retracting. Something to keep in mind is that canines and felines run slightly differently. Felines, most of their movement is in the back and have a straight head while running. Canines, on the other hand, while their neck moves a lot, their back doesn't bend for the most part. Galloping is the same motion as a canter with one huge difference, the fact that you are extending your body as much as possible and kicking out your legs behind you. For a small jump, you tuck your paws up to your chest, fall down, and then kick up your legs. Start with a canter or trot and then put everything together. Start by falling from a standing position to practice extending yourself, then kick your legs back in. Then go from a movement to pick yourself up on the ground, extend yourself as much as possible, and then kick your legs back in. From a canter or gallop, and then stand up as quickly as possible. Repeat this motion, but add a jump this time. Go from a standing position and fall and catch yourself. You can even add a push-up if you want. Doing this multiple times increases your arm strength and also gets you used to the feeling of falling and catching yourself. Next, after catching yourself, lift your legs up into the air and swing them towards your body. You can also kick both of your legs out at the same time. This is called a buck and adds a little bit extra to your jump. And next, hunting. Find something that you can use to hunt. For me, I found this random stick, but you can use a plushie, toy, plastic water bottle, really anything. Go ahead and find a spot to set your object down that you will be hunting. You can't see it, but it's there, I promise. Stalking is pretty much the exact same as walking, the only difference being that you're trying to keep yourself as low to the ground as possible. All pouncing is a frog jump. You can also just replace pouncing with a normal jump. Well, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I do hope that this helped. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. But other than that, have a nice day.